All the interviews and up-to-date news. Remember to like, share and follow for Tobago news and current affairs information at your fingertips.
Does it feel like your loan repayments and monthly bills are taking over your life? With Cathedral Credit Union's Debt Consolidation Loan, you can combine multiple debts into one convenient monthly payment, making it easier to manage your finances and reduce stress. Borrow up to $150,000 with repayment periods of up to 7 years, giving you the flexibility to take control of your financial future. One loan, one payment, less stress. Because financial peace of mind should be simple. Visit Cathedral Credit Union today. Call 868-235-6947 or visit cathedralcutt.com. Cathedral Credit Union. Member owned, member focused.
Robbery incident leaves man injured. Businessman takes MV Golden Carrier voyage. And former talk show host pays tribute to late Robert Hislop. Good evening, Tobago. I'm Nadine Singh. Thank you for joining us on Channel 5 and Pulse 89.5 FM. To our top story now. Police are investigating a violent robbery that occurred in Patience Hill on Monday evening, leaving a 27-year-old man injured and robbed of cash and personal valuables. Following this disturbing incident, Senior Superintendent of Police Rodale Kirk is issuing an urgent warning to the public regarding personal safety and financial transactions. More in this report. Around 7:30 p.m. on Monday, August 3, 2026, the victim arrived at Winchester Trace, Patience Hill, near the playing field to conduct a transaction with an unfamiliar man. The suspect is described as 5 feet 10 inches tall, dark brown complexion, slim built, with a round face and low haircut. While speaking with him, a second male approached and dealt the victim multiple cutlass blows. The attackers robbed him of a gold chain, an iPhone 12, and $1,500 US in cash before escaping east across the playing field. External sources confirmed the victim is a son of a prominent businessman. Following the incident, police executives are urging citizens to exercise extreme caution when conducting financial exchanges.
Public safety is a shared responsibility. Don't walk to anywhere with large cash to execute any seal vehicle. Why not go the way of a check?
The superintendent highlighted the importance of picking secure locations or contacting law enforcement prior to high-value transactions.
Do your due diligence. When you see the red flags, if it, don't ignore the red flags. Feel free, you could talk to a police officer or call the police station, let them know that you are going to a particular place and, or suggest that you come to close to the nearest police station to carry out that transaction. The safest place, I'm saying, utilize the banks.
Both suspects remain at large as officers of the Tobago Division continue their investigations into the matter. Anyone with information is urged to contact the nearest police station. And Senior Superintendent Kirk says police have yet to determine what areas the Joint Army and Police Patrol will be located in. He spoke to Channel 5 News to expand on his remarks at a news conference on Wednesday. More in this report. Following Wednesday's police news conference, Senior Superintendent Rodil Kirk has sought to expand on his statements regarding the Joint Army and Police Patrol initiative. He says while he mentioned Plymouth as one area where the patrol exercise will take place, he knows that Plymouth is a proposed area based on previous discussion and not the final decision. Kirk says more discussions must take place.
As I clearly said, Plymouth is in consideration. It doesn't mean that it may be the final decision, but it's an area that is being considered. Now, discussions are still taking place as to the most suitable location. That is not concluded as yet, but in any event, before we reach to that stage, we will have to do our due diligence in terms of our site visits to determine exactly where we can put it down.
Kirk notes that police can't make the decision on their own, but need to do some consultation with the community before a final decision can be made.
It's not a unilateral decision. It's something that must be finalized with all the stakeholders. So it's something that we have in contemplation, but it not mean that it's a final decision as yet. We're going to talk to stakeholders in the areas. We are going to have that conversation, as I say. This is something that we have discussed among ourselves. It hasn't reached out to the main players as yet, and this is something we intend to do before we come across to making a final decision on, where we would have such an initiative if Tobago is being considered.
Last weekend, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar announced on her Facebook page that within 4 months there will be the introduction of the Joint Army and Police Patrol in 30 communities throughout Trinidad and Tobago. The initiative is already being questioned by opposition leader Penelope Beckles as one which is bringing the Zoso initiative to the people. Beckles also questioned how this initiative will be funded. Natalie Singh for Channel 5 News. And regarding road traffic accidents, he says it has gotten to an alarming level. That's a declaration from the superintendent who spoke in an interview today. More in this report. Senior Superintendent Rodil Kirk says there has been an increase in accidents on the roads. He says it is alarming that so many accidents have been occurring in Tobago. He notes that there are laws in place which motorists continue to break.
We are aware that, there has been an increase in road traffic accidents on the roads throughout Tobago. And for such a small island, it's really alarming. So I am going to appeal to all motorists and pedestrians to exercise the highest level of caution while traversing the roadway. And I would like them to also obey the traffic laws and regulations. They are there for a purpose. But we have seen persons continuously driving recklessly along the roadway. And
he believes that the island is too small for those accidents to occur, and rushing to go to a particular destination does not make sense.
In Tobago, there is no need to hurry because you could get from point A to point B in minimum of 10 to 15 minutes. So I don't see the need for hurrying across the road. I am going to put it out there that we are going to extend no sympathies for persons who deliberately breach the traffic laws and put other persons in danger. And that is something that we won't take lightly.
He says the police plan to increase patrol on the roads, but he did not give details about those exercises, saying that motorists must always exercise caution on the roads.
And we have patrols that are regularly implemented on the roadway as of 2 weeks ago, and we are going to brief them specifically to treat with errant drivers on the roadway. So that is something that, it's something that we hope to enforce to the fullest going forward.
This comes after an accident occurred on Wednesday in Signal Hill, where victims of the accident had to be rushed to hospital due to injuries. Kirk was speaking in a phone interview to the Channel 5 News. Nadaline Singh for Channel 5 News. Operation Resolute Sheet targeted a property on Golden Grove Road, where officers discovered a Glock pistol, multiple magazines and an ammunition. A quantity of suspected dangerous drugs was discovered and also seized. This included 5 packages of compressed cannabis weighing about 2.6 kilograms, 2 packets of cannabis weighing about 45 grams, and 2 packets of cocaine weighing about 38 grams. Officers recovered 2 Trinidad and Tobago passports, 1 national ID, a sum of local and United States currency, and an electric scale. A 30-year-old female geriatric nurse and a 29-year-old male, both from Golden Grove Road, Canaan, were arrested in connection with the finds. The operation was conducted on the morning of August 6th as part of the Operation Resolute Shield investigations are continuing. This is news on Channel 5 and Pulse 89.5 FM. We take a short break.
Credit Union.
You can make your goals unfold, go get it. You can live your dreams on a team, let's do this. You can get the help you need to succeed. Run Credit Union, you can believe that you can achieve it. Today you can live that dream. Pull up to the job and surround your week with Run Credit Union. Yes, you can, yes, you can.
Come in and live your best life today with Rand Credit Union.
Welcome to the speed round of getting money right. Let's begin. Name some of the red flags associated with an investment scam.
Pressure tactics to invest.
Correct.
Promise of money if you bring friends.
Correct.
Request for personal information.
Correct. Bonus question. What is the penalty for operating a pyramid or Ponzi scheme?
$10 million and 10 years in prison.
Correct. Well done. The scores are even, so we go to our tiebreaker question. You receive money in your account from an investment company, and they tell you to transfer it to a third account. Does that sound right?
I think about it, and that not right.
Congratulations, you tinker. Getting Money Right is brought to you by the TTSEC. Visit investigateTT.com to access free learning resources and check the TTSEC for a list of registered individuals and securities. The Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. You invest, we protect, everyone benefits.
Hey, you come in. Long time I see you. This station complete. Ready for children party. Mommy! Jay, you can't go nowhere with these children. And you know you can't depend on Kevin neither Steven to see about them. Yeah. Total waste. So I supposed to stay home the whole time? Jada is 12. She could see about that. You just leave Jada to see about Kia and Kayla. I thought it's your mother or your sister. Who? Them always busy. Jada could handle that. She cooking and cleaning a long time. And the next two, better know what time it is. It's only me, you know. I will talk to my mother. She just home these days. She will make sure the children okay. Alright. Let me see the moves for later.
Before you ramage, make sure the children okay. Call 996 to report all child abuse now. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago.
Welcome back to news here on Channel 5 and Pulse 89.5 FM. Chairman of the Tobago Division of the TNT Chamber of Industry and Commerce, Curtis Williams, says he will be going on the MV Golden Carrier later this evening to Port of Spain to experience all the issues mentioned by the truckers and others who used the vessel.
Up to tonight, I will be on that boat, and I see how it operates. I know that the truckers were having some challenges coming off because it kind of have a sharp thing. So if your vehicle is low, you're kind of scraping on you have to come off a bit. I had a little challenge driving my vehicle coming off as well too. So they put a mat like to assist you so that you don't damage the undercarriage of your vehicle. Other than that, the vessel is large. We were waiting for them to start the commercial sailing, in which they did. I think some trucker was indicated that they haven't given them the cabin, they haven't used the cabin. The seats on the vessel is just to sit down, and there was nothing more than that. Probably if you have to rest or anything, you probably have to lie on the floor on a blanket or something of the necessary. So I give the vessel, I did say that I will give the vessel this week to us to get some feedback.
He is dissatisfied with the Port of Spain's strategy for communicating with stakeholders.
I think that I always tell the Port Authority, we used to have meaningful dialogue in the past with the port. The port used to tell us what's happening, what's going on, but these days the port don't speak to us that much. We don't have the meetings that we used to have anyhow. And we could have been informed, and we would have been able to be in a better position to talk about certain things, and we could have anticipate what's happening and inform the public and our users, the truckers, and everything. So everybody would have been on one page instead of we had to experience it. So we had to come and we had to experience no air conditioning. We had to come and we had to experience no. The port should be proactive.
In late July, the MV Golden Carrier made its maiden voyage to Tobago. It replaced the Blue Wave Harmony. In early August, truckers who used the vessel to move cargo on behalf of the business community highlighted issues. Some of the issues are that there was no cabin services, problems with the air conditioning, and other issues. Chairman of the Tobago Division of the TNT Chamber of Industry and Commerce, Curtis Williams, has added his voice to the chorus of voices regarding race. He says that discussion has no place in Tobago. According to Williams, the media has a role to play in ensuring the debate about race is discontinued. The debate on race started when Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar did not attend the emancipation event hosted by the Emancipation Support Committee at Queen's Park, Savannah. She says she never committed to attend the event at the Savannah and instead used the time to spend with her family, and also indicated that she attended 2 African emancipation events Thursday before Emancipation Day holiday. The opposition leader subsequently responded, accusing Persad-Bissessar of dividing the country. And Chief Secretary Fali Augustine, at a news conference, says he has kept Tobago out of the race talk because it can have impact on tourism and Tobago's economy. Residents are concerned that the incident may ward off visitors to the village, but Paria says, although not an excuse, the side road used by George is not used by villagers. However, he supports all dangerous dogs be secured to protect the community. The village council has not met to discuss the issue, but when it does, he will propose greater outreach and engaging with the community, including villagers, guest houses, and business. Incidents of dogs being poisoned, including 2 from the Healing with Horses Foundation, have been reported. But Paria says they may not be related to his dog attack, as such incidents occur from time to time. Veronica Danzela Fortune, co-founder of the Healing with Horses Foundation, appealed to residents not to resort to violence against animals. Poisoning is not a solution, she says. La Fortune called for better treatment of animals to safeguard both animal well-being and public safety. Roy George, her joiner, was viciously attacked by 7 pit bulls on June 22nd and remained hospitalized for 3 days while undergoing treatment at the Scarborough General Hospital. Paria is out of the country and the matter would be taken up by the council upon his return. Opposition leader Penelope Beckles is calling on Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar to clear the air about the unemployment statistics for the period between January and March 2026. Beckles quoted from the Labour survey stating that unemployment increased in the first quarter of 2026. Planning Minister Kennedy Swarat-Singh stated that the decrease in jobs for the period was because of the Christmas period being over.
I asked the public of Trinidad and Tobago, do they believe that this job loss is just seasonal job loss? I mean, I have my colleagues here, the Honorable Camille Robinson-Regis and the Honorable Dr. Nayan Gatsby-Dolly. I am sure that you can ask them when they go to their offices during the week, every week or month as the case may be, they can tell you the category when persons come to the offices. What are people coming for? Books and uniforms, jobs, jobs, jobs. But this government will have you believe that they have created so much jobs.
Opposition leader says there are too many questions about governance that need to be answered. Therefore, the Prime Minister should attend post-cabinet news briefings.
To say to the Prime Minister that it is time that you come to the media, like I would come from time to time and my other colleagues will come. Come to the media, please, and answer some hard questions. Stop governing by tweeting, by Facebook, by WhatsApp. Come and explain to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Tell us whether you believe that more people have been employed than people that are unemployed.
The Secondary Schools Football League has clarified the temporary restructuring of the 2026 Premier Division fixtures, saying that Tobago schools are not being excluded. President of the SSFL, Mary Gonzalez, says, however, financial and travel constraints have placed schools from Trinidad and schools from Tobago into separate groups before the Big Four finale. Despite playing in separate geographical groups, Tobago's top schools will still compete for the ultimate championship title. The SSFL has faced severe financial challenges over recent seasons, leading to this controversial stopgap measure where Trinidad and Tobago schools play in separate Premier Divisions for 2026. The league hopes this logistical adjustment will provide a smoother path to crowning the 2026 national champions. This is news on Channel 5 and Pulse 89.5 FM. We will be back after these.
Cathedral Credit Union is celebrating big. Get up to $81,000 at just 0.8% interest with our anniversary loan. And because Christmas is in the air, we're spreading cheer with up to $60,000 at only 1%. Visit cathedralcutt.com or call 235-6947 today. Cathedral Credit Union. Member-owned, member-focused.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Escape to elegance at Le Chateau Suites Tobago. Gated privacy, breathtaking villas, unforgettable memories, where Caribbean dreams become reality.
Welcome back to news here on Channel 5 and Pulse 89.5 FM. The tributes continue to pour in for the late Robert Hislop, who is a former Secretary, Division of Youth and Sport, as well as former Assemblyman for Providence Coulter Hall. More in this report. Tributes pour in for former Assemblyman Robert Hislop. Joining the chorus of voices is Peter Granville. He remembers Hislop as being one who was close to family, but was always passionate about sport.
The allocation for sport at that time annually was $75,000 annually. And Robert ensured that all sporting organizations, or most organizations, were well supported by the Department of Sports, which he led. I think George Leacock was the what position was that boy's school sport officer, 2 or something like that. But Robert ensured that he left no stone unturned to ensure that especially athletes and sporting personnel would have the funding.
Referring to Windball Cricket, Granville says he flew to Caribbean islands to participate in tournaments. Granville reminisced about a time when they both were hosting the sports talk show.
When Robert sat with me on Wednesday between 8 and 9 prime time, Robert would be on point because he would have probably retired and would use his days and weeks researching the guests that we had coming on the show. So Robert would be totally prepared. And truth be told, that there were times that I could not afford to take the calls of national TV, so having to comment an analyst for the World Cup. The mantle, and I'll tell you this, I never had a problem with Robert at all. He was a true professional.
Hislop's funeral is to take place at the St. Andrew Anglican Church on Monday, August 10th, with the viewing at 10 a.m. and service begins at 11. The Division of Health and Wellness in Tobago has clarified its position following comments from the Chief Medical Officer regarding Hansen's disease surveillance on the island. According to the release, the recent national commentary does not fully reflect the unique structure of Tobago's health system. Officials stated that Tobago does not have a standalone Hansen's disease unit. They explained that unlike Ministry of Health, the island's case numbers do not warrant a dedicated disease-specific unit. Instead, the disease monitoring process is integrated into existing communicable disease surveillance systems. This integrated framework allows surveillance management while managing resources effectively. The Office of the County Medical Officer of Health, Tobago, oversees these duties. It receives reports from the Tobago Regional Health Authority, analyzes surveillance data, conducts case investigations and contact tracing, and provides public education on communicable diseases. Looking ahead, the division emphasized it is willing to engage with the Ministry of Health to share a better understanding of the systems already functioning in Tobago. The stated objective is to foster a more consultative approach going forward and work towards strengthening the health care system. Hansen's disease, commonly known as leprosy, is a slow-growing bacterial infection that primarily affects skin, peripheral nerves, eyes, and upper respiratory tract. To weather news now, here's the weather for Friday, August 7th. Tonight, fair but hazy with the isolated odd shower and a light breeze. Moderate Saharan dust. Persons sensitive to these atmospheric changes should take the necessary precautions. Tomorrow, initially fair but hazy and breezy, becoming partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy from late morning with scattered showers. There is the low to medium chance of a few heavier showers during late evening into night. Conditions should settle as night progresses. Winds may gust in near some showers. Mild, moderate Saharan dust. Persons sensitive to these atmospheric changes should take the necessary precautions. Seas are moderate, occasionally rough. Winds are east-northeast to east, 5 to 35 kilometers per hour. Waves in open waters, 1.5 meters to 2 meters. High tides at 12:44 p.m. Low tides at 6:09 a.m. and 5:40 p.m. Sunrise at 5:52 a.m., sunset 6:24 p.m. Tomorrow's temperatures should reach a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius and fall to 24 degrees. Before we go, let's recap the headlines now. Robbery incident leaves man injured. Businessman takes MV Golden Carrier voyage. And former talk show host pays tribute to late Robert Hislop. And that's the news here on Channel 5 and Pulse 89.5 FM. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Good night.